Galactic Contact video number 9, dealing with 3D resistance. This is the 9th video in the Galactic Contact 10-step practical video course. Learn how to communicate with and channel higher dimensional extraterrestrial beings. You can find that at contact.thunderwizard.com. So, dealing with 3D resistance. We're almost through the entire video series. We've gone through how to communicate, how to contact extraterrestrials, how to communicate, understanding the communication process, experiencing what it's like to expand your consciousness beyond the third dimension in ways that go beyond anything that spirituality or religion or energy practices have ever brought us up until this point. How to understand what the true reality of our third dimension is and what the true nature of higher dimensions are and higher dimensional beings. We've come to find out that in order to be born on planet Earth, you must be among the strongest deities that exist in the multiverse so that you can handle the intense and very dense, harsh conditions of this third dimensional video game, which is here for one reason, which is to teach us how to focus on our souls. And the whole point is that when we graduate from this, we are more powerful than any other conscious being in existence. We are the being that all other conscious beings want to learn from. So, those are some pretty big, powerful claims and experiences. So when we get to number 9, dealing with the 3D resistance, we now get to, how to become an Olympic gold medal athlete. You want to be an athlete? Great. You want to be an elite athlete? Great. You want to get a gold medal? Now you're going to have to get into some real training. So I wish that I could tell you that the higher dimensional shift that is currently happening and is coming for Earth, I wish I could tell you that it was going to happen to you, that you could just relax as though you're in a nice hot jacuzzi and you don't have to do anything and the shift will happen for you. Unfortunately, the reality is that this third dimensional video game is being deleted. Now, we have come to be programmed for this third dimensional frequency, which means that we have an innate feeling in our nervous system as well as our brain, as well as our body. We have an innate feeling that our survival depends upon being in the third dimension. So when we experience frequencies that are higher than the third dimension, we end up having what I've talked about as the rubber band effect, where we go and expand into the bliss and the love. You've experienced it if you've done any of these meditations and been successful that we do on this channel. And when you go there and then you come back in your third dimensional body, there's a rubber band effect where you stretch the rubber band this way, then it comes back and it snaps back in the other direction, and you end up having to struggle with the third dimension even more. So your third dimensional mind and body are going to resist. This is why people talk about the split, whether that's the Earth actually splitting into two, or whether it has to do with two different thought processes on the same planet. We're seeing that. People are going in one direction or the other, and there's no middle ground anymore. So if we want to be successful at this shift is ongoing. I wish I could tell you it was something that instantaneously happens and we shift up, but since December of 2022, we have been going through the shift experience. And we're not done. Things are getting even more intense and more heated up. So that means our third dimensional resistance is going to be even stronger. So we are going to be talking about what the third dimensional resistance is. I'm going to be exposing to you the actual unspoken rules of the third dimension, how it functions, and how we are programmed to function within it, because knowledge is power. And when you know how you've been programmed to function, not just in our society, but in this frequency, that gives you the ability to consciously make decisions in the other direction, to go towards your freedom as opposed to your slavery. I'm going to be sharing with you a lot of personal experiences and thoughts. This is going to be a very deep and powerful video if you have the ability to sit with it and to follow me through it. And then I'm going to give you the one most powerful tool. It is a tool that I guarantee you, if you use it regularly, daily, consistently, I guarantee you, you will successfully shift from the third dimension to the fifth dimension. It's the most powerful. It's very simple, but it's also it goes against our natural instincts. It's counterintuitive to what we would think. But once you understand it and you implement it, then, like I said, I guarantee you will be able to continue to shift. The third dimensional resistance is a very real thing. I've seen it. I've certainly experienced it. I experience it on a daily basis. But I've seen it actually overtake people. Not just people, average humans, that's happening all the time, but people who have been exposed to this higher dimensional frequency and have been interacting with it. I've seen them lose the battle to the third dimensional resistance, and I've seen them turn around and, just like in the Matrix movie, gone to the Agent Smith and said, "Put me back in the Matrix. I don't want to remember any of this." People are doing that. That is a real thing that's happening, and it's happening because people aren't doing the one tool that I'm giving you to do, which is foolproof. So the good news is that the more that you're able to go into this, the greater the joy, the greater the freedom. But until we completely make this shift, there is going to be 3D resistance. In this video, I attack it and I tell you exactly what I'm doing and what light beings have helped me to understand about overcoming this. The good news is every single person listening to me can overcome their third dimensional resistance to the fifth dimensional frequency. Every single person listening to me can make the shift. You just have to take some very specific actions and have some understandings. And I share all of that with you in this video, Galactic Contact, number 9, dealing with 3D resistance. You can go right now to contact.thunderwizard.com and you can get this entire 10-step practical video course on how to learn how to communicate with and channel higher dimensional extraterrestrial beings. And when we're done with this video, number 9, how to deal with 3D resistance, then we're going to get into the fun stuff, which is how to actually channel the higher dimensional energies onto our physical reality. But first we got to get through number 9 so we can be fully prepared. So that's it. I love you guys and I appreciate all of you, especially those of you who have begun taking this video course. Many of you have gotten back to me. There's been some comments in some of the other videos where it's been incredibly helpful to people, and that makes me very happy. I am giving to you everything I have and everything that I know about this. We are on the forefront. There is nobody on the planet that has been able to accomplish what we have accomplished in our connection to a higher frequency. I believe literally what the light beings have told me, which is that we, those of us who are doing these practices, that we are the first and that we will lead the rest of Earth into the fifth dimension. So thank you all for being a part of this journey. I look forward to seeing you all very soon. Please take very good care of yourselves.